Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dauntless. My name is Demonic Knight, and we got something special planned for you today. So, off camera, I did a couple of things. I did a little bit of a recording, but my game sort of lagged me out, or crashed rather. This is still kind of a development, guys, so what we did off camera is we finally got ourselves a fully mounted out char cutter and the Chothgar armor, but we're not going to be using the Chothgar armor for two particular reasons. One, the behemoth that we're fighting is a frost weapon, or is a frost behemoth. And the armor happens to be fire, which does not really work very well. And two,
what do you say, Slayer?
Reason two is this one is a little bit more challenging if you have the opposite armor that's weaker to it, if you will. So, we're just going to be sticking with our normal Chothgar axe and our Skarn armor. It'll protect us enough, but what we are going to be doing is we're going for our axe. This is our axe, so we need a body feather and a wing feather. Alright, so we need to break the wing, and we need to break something on the body. Alright. Cool. So once we get that, we are going to pretty much be ready for that. So let's get into this hunt. Yonder keys, breaking the ice is it, and this is what we're hunting. So you're probably going to recognize this behemoth, but I'll tell you what this behemoth is. It is considered the snowy owl of the strike. So you'll face the strike off relatively quickly, but this is the snowy owl version of it. Also, what do we have? Do we have anything special? No, other than ourselves. We got nothing good out of it. Agility and swiftness. Anything on my armor that I need to actually look at for it? Shield, 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 and shield. Great. Infuse. Pretty sure there's no yeah, you don't get many, not many, shield cells do we have.
Hello.
Unless no, that's totally not what we have. What's this? Vampiric and Aether Hunter. Let's buy the Aether Hunter for platinum.
Whoa. Something of great value here.
Huh. Okay. Ooh. What do we want to use? Those may not be the two of the same cells, but we're going to see if those will be able to do that. I'm pretty sure. Let's reveal that.
It's for you.
Okay. Increases particle damage against wound. And a medical... Ooh, yay, that's what we want.
Your return.
But I don't think we have anything that we can use to put that on. But let's find out anyways. Wrong button. Yes, we do. We can infuse the medic into that. So this increases our... what is it? Medic. Right. Yep, additional 10%. No medic stuff. Well, that's the one downside to this, is we don't get that many shield cells, defense cells. Kind of the main reason why you were sort of kind of rely on your weapons more or less.
Slayer.
This is why you rely more or less on your weapons, because that's pretty much where everything is. I can upgrade that? Yeah, hell no. I'm not upgrading that. I'm never gonna use a warp pike ever. Warp pikes are the worst. So if I had to actually pick on my weapon scale, so my weapons that I prefer, like, more or less, So the weapons at the very bottom are going to be considered the Aussie Repeater and the Warpike. So those are pretty much it. Next, I would have to say is Hammer, more or less, is my fourth online. Top three consists of Axe, Swords, and my top one is the Chain Blades. Even though that I use the Chain Blades on my other account, that is considered a princess weapon, but later on, if you know how to use the weapons properly, you can deal more damage with the Chain Blades than you can with any form of weapon out there. So it's sort of a trade-off at that point. You can either try to deal damage using a weapon that's considered probably the worst ever, or you can do a lot of damage with weapons that are fairly similar and simple to use. Now, the weapons that deal the most probably damage, if I was going based off of damage, there would be a different scenario. That would be an entirely different scenario. Why is my guy not able to get onto that roof? Alright. So the damage output between each of the character or weapons is a little bit different. So damage output wise, Hammer and Axe are at the top. Then you have the Sword, I think, then there's the Warpike, and then there is the Chain Blades and Aussie Repeaters. Now the reason why I think the Warpike is fourth on that, or rather towards the very bottom of that list, is for two particular reasons. One, you cannot, and I mean cannot, take any damage while using the Warpike. If you do, you cannot charge up your gun. So, just for kicks and giggles, I'm just going to show you this. So we're going to go to our Warpike, we're going to click on our char, Warpike, and then we're just going to do this, and then we're just going to press tab, because that's what we're going to do this. So, there is a bunch of things. So there's so you see the Pike Blast, which press Q, it's a long range thing. And then Aether Consumption. Those two Q abilities are how you do it. So when we go back to our loadout, this bar right here, you see it has 3 ammos, and that whole bar. If you manage to fill up that whole bar and press Q, you will gain 1 powerful, basically, bullet. Only problem is, if you take any form of damage, if it's right there, it drops down to there, because it doesn't stay. It dissipates and slowly disappears. So you need to find a way to dodge every single attack you can possibly find, and at the same time, charge this thing up without missing once. Because if you miss once, you can lose a good portion of it. It's not based on a solely amount of damage. It's how much damage can you deal within seconds. It's kind of a crappy situation. And that's just something that you gotta deal with for it. So, that is why I'm considering the Warpike to be one of the worst possible weapons in there. Unless they have fixed that where instead of taking damage, and now instead of it disappearing, it's just officially kept that way. Because I know they did that with the axe, the sword at one point, where this used to be a bunch of dots instead of just one whole long line. It used to be a bunch of dots, 5 dots actually, and if you didn't lock in the other, didn't lock in these dots right here, it would dissipate back to the original one. So, I don't know what they did with that. This one's a little bit different. This one is an automatic thing, but this is more or less movement, not damage. So this brings you in close or gets you away. And this pretty much is just how much damage you can deal with the axe on a certain point in time. And this has nothing special, but except that right click is a special ability that allows you to deal a boost of power, but at the same time, that if you use up all 12 shots, get extremely close to the behemoth, and then left click again, or press R, you can reload and gain something called Aether Power, which basically allows you to charge up this ability and do a little bit more damage. So I recommend doing that versus anything else. But like always, we're going to stick with our X, explain the weapons just a little bit. What is taking this hunt so long? 8 minutes already? Jeez. I guess some people like this, and I guess no one likes this behemoth. Well, I can understand. It is weak against Blaze and Shock. It is weak or strong against Frost, since it is a Frost. We're gonna cancel the matchmaking and then any one up for the Snow Owl hunt. There's a particular reason why I asked that question after all that time. I don't want to spell its name, and I want to just see if anyone does anything, because I'm going to show you one other cool trick we can do. I'll show you two anyways. So, this right here. If you click invite, you can type in a friend's name, or if you have any friends, you can do that. But you can also meet them, and so right here, see, this is where you can earn your friends. I think this is where you can meet people in there. So a few seconds ago basically means you've just recently seen them. If there's any time in there, that means they're offline or you haven't seen them in a long period of time. Well, let's see if we can get someone to do this now with us. Come on. So this person I'm talking to right now, or the Far Slayer, Zella the Far Slayer. She'll give you the stuff for the Maelstrom, which is
there's crazy rare behemoths.
Actually right there. We are literally one more area away. So I think after we defeat the Drask, which is actually in this area right here, which is the shock weapon. No, it's actually in the Cold Keys. It's right in here. Right in here is where we're going to meet our final behemoth, I would say. I don't even know what's there. Whatever. Yeah. So sometimes takes a little bit longer for most of these hunts to get done. But yeah, so this is what I was talking about. This right here is Blaze, that here is Shock, and that is Frost. So those are the symbols you need to work at. Just look at for temporarily. There are still two more. They are Umbra, Void, and Radiant Light. So when someone says, "Oh, do you have a Void weapon?" they're probably talking to you about, have you defeated any Umbra monsters or behemoths? I keep saying monsters, but they're behemoths. I guess it's because I played a little bit of Monster Hunter, and that's sort of just why I call them monsters. But considering the fact that they are giant things, monsters and behemoths really makes no difference. And whatever. Let's just browse the store since we got nothing better to do. The essentials, don't need that. And Frostfall. Regular emotes. So there are different island emotes. So there's the 3-point landing, which is pretty funny. There's a phase plant. Most people, I've seen a lot of people use the phase plant. It's pretty funny. Then there's the gunslinger, warhammer, spike, warpike, chain blades, sword and axe, which the one we've been using is a lot up in axe. So there's that. And then we also have styles. I wonder. Style. I guess we don't have banners, titles, emotes, flares. No, I guess we don't have any of that. I thought we had, maybe we would have some other stuff, but I guess we don't have any of the power cells. Yeah, Aether Hunter and Stagger, Mobility, and Technique, and Utilities, and that's pretty much it. There we go, of course, reagents, all, nope, got nothing. Alright, so because we're just basically looking at stuff at this point. So if you guys want to see my banner, that is my new banner for today, for this video. So I'm actually going to be, what I'm going to be doing is, since I've got a lot of stuff to change around, I'm going to be changing it so I'll make the banner look different every episode, just for the fun of it. Finally! It took forever and a half. And we only got one person. Wow. Also, guys, I have received some very interesting news. So coming this spring, for anyone on console, Dauntless will be unleashed this spring. So be prepared, because I might actually start live streaming it more on, depending on Xbox. I do have an Xbox, guys, so I will be live streaming on that, so that you guys can actually play along with me. Or if you guys want to continue on where I am, you guys can watch those videos. So this is not just for me, but for people who want to play on console. This will help you guys out. And what I've managed to gather is basically going to be the same game, same style, they're just trying to make it a little bit different. Now the question is, where's this big birdie? Where's Birdie? Why do they make those dogs like that? Okay, so Birdie is up. Of course Birdie's on the cliff. Curse the birds on the cliff. Why not the bird on the cliff? And there, ooh, there it is. There's the bird. That is the bird we're looking at. Oh, that's not happening. Not happening. Ow. Okay, that's really gonna be 4? Aw, you lucky son of a gun. Well, now I'm frozen. So that's why we were not gonna wear the that armor, because that would have been frozen me for a longer time. Ow. Ow. That was a target. Double. That's not okay. Frozen and double hit. Come on. So I have learned in the past experience, these particular birds, don't really work well with the axe. Yep. So I can't hit with the axe. That's the sad part. So, if we ever face the Shrek, I'm probably going to use the Warpipe or maybe a sword just so that we do have a fire weapon that can actually hit this thing. This weapon is too slow, the monster is too fast. This will happen sometimes, so you gotta choose a weapon that's fast enough to deal damage. We can't use inner charge ability, which kind of limits us to how much damage we can do. It's kind of the bad part. Ooh, cool. We got a Shatter Beak, which means we got the head. On the armor. Close. And now you're on fire. Are you kidding me? Yes! We have our weapon. And the next time we face a frost fire monster, we will have a frost weapon. That was a lot of damage. Nope, you are not hitting me. Of course you do. That is the one ability I cannot block, apparently. I might want to use one of those bulkwork tonics, but I don't think that's going to be useful. And we missed. Every single time, he seems to nail me with that frost ability. And of course, I did not know that. Did I just do 1,000 to him? Oh, well, nope, there we go. Crap, please, friend, blast me out of this, because I am so close to dead. Alright, there we go. Ow. I was gonna try to cause an interruption, but can't. And it's on the flight. Hit and run. Probably should have thought about that before actually doing anything, but I probably should have maybe gotten some little bit of health. No, I saw that trap. Damn it. and blasts. This is why this monster is considered probably one of the worst because of how much frost can do. If you are not careful, it'll freeze you every hit. Why do you need its armor? There is just no escaping that. What are you talking about? How was I not? How was I that close? There we go. Got something else. Be in that zone for a while. Who knows? Good hunt. Alright. Wow. 30 minutes. Damn. That was probably one of my longer things. Yeah, rank D, because that thing sucks. Straight up sucks if you don't have the right gear for it. If you don't have the right gear for that monster, you are pretty much doomed. So we got a Shattered Beak, which means we have the helmet. So the reason what the difference is between these three different things is, now this is where it gets interesting. The monsters need a certain item for certain parts of the armor. And this behemoth right here is the beginning of that. Which kind of means you're at the very end of this scenario, these games, because once you get those different parts, then it comes down to how good you are, because the next thing you want to do is not actually get yourself killed by doing something stupid. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our frost weapon so you guys can see what that looks like actually on our hands. And we're gonna
back from slaying, are you?
So we're gonna keep the axe. We're still using the axe, but against the birds, we're probably gonna be very, very careful against it. Ooh. Upgrade it, or I'm gonna leave it like that, just so I can see what I can get for armor pieces. So we got that.
What's up?
So we got the beak. Which means we got the helmet. Now we can upgrade it once. Cool. We're gonna just equip that for now. Ooh, we need one feather from one. Okay, we're good so far. Yeah, no problems there. Equipped. And now we're out of that, so then we're out of money, great. So then we need a sharp tooth from another wing, and another wing. Okay. So we managed to get 2 out of the 4 pieces
Catch you
of
next
armor.
time.
Only problem was, I think we ran out of money.
Stop. How are those weapons treating you?
Yeah, we ran out of money. So we could have upgraded that thing, but we ran out of money. That kind of sucks.
Behemoths beware Borman blades.
So yeah. I think we'll also turn on this quest one last before we end off the episode. Turn off the quest because I'm pretty sure that gives us a little bit of cash.
I would speak with you. Hey, spare a minute?
Nice. Okay. Yeah, 100 notes. Cool. Ah, the lightning lizard. I think that's what we're going to do next time. We're not going to do the savage flames, but we're going to do the lightning lizard.
Let's talk again soon.
Alright. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope to see you guys next time. Peace out, everyone. And I hope to see you guys in the spring on Xbox. For those of you guys who want to play on Xbox, I hope to see you on there. I hope we can become friends. And peace out, everybody.